Hello, welcome to the Treasures of the Northwest Tattoo Museum. Today we're going to cover the Tattooing the World Over Volume 2. So hang in there and we'll
And
take
here
a
we go
good
with the
look.
second edition of Tattooing the World Over. As you can see here, it was originally published in 1951 and then again in 1968. Here we got a very pictorial issue. Here's some Burt Grimm work on Tom Stephen. Here's a little bit of cultural imagery about Japanese tattooing, and you can see a bunch of Japanese gentlemen in the bathhouse here. This bit is on museum pieces, and these are actually people's skin, and they are mounted on dummies, and then they're in Tokyo on display. Here we have some of that pictorial tattooing that I was talking about. Lots of pictures. A little more here. And then we have some history. And then a nice bit about Professor Sampson, who was a carnival tattooist. And the great thing about this is there's a nice picture of Milton Zeiss talking with him there on the sideshow. Great bit. Here is medical tattooing again, and we have here the blood typing. Here's another photo. You can see he's got fancy pants on, and that's a sure sign of a carnival performer. This guy has them as well. These are English folks. And here's a bit about Dick Hilburn. Dick Hilburn's one of my favorites. He had one arm, no legs, and that was it from birth. And he was an incredible tattoo artist and sideshow person. Started tattooing in 1942, was married and everything, and tattooed for quite some time. Next bit is on ancient tattooing. A little bit there showing a person that's tattooed with those ancient bits. Here's some more pictorial tattooing, Christ on this guy's head. It's pretty wild. Tattooing animals, we saw that in the last issue, and in this issue we have a poor tattooed monkey. I hope they put him out when they did that bit. Here we also have dogs, which is something that was a big thing as far as tattooing animals. This is about a British artist named Professor Kale. Professor Kale wrote a letter to Milton Zeiss and sent in a bunch of designs to him. So we'll see some of these designs here as we flip through. There's a little more of it and some tattoo work done by him. And then we get into this great picture of Milton Zeiss himself showing off Tattooing the World Over, issue 1. And then we get to the back of it, and the very last page has another piece by Professor Kale. So I hope you enjoyed this little look at Tattooing the World Over, Part 2 or Issue 2. That's as far as they went, and we'll see you next time, so stay tuned.